back to Girls Run These Worlds on this Monday. Thank you for coming and starting your week with us. We are here for the second season of Lord of the Rings Rangers of the North. This is sponsored by Free League Publishing and their marvelous One Ring system, which they have ported to 5e, which is the actual system that we're using tonight. And so we're eager to get kicked off. And we hope that you stay with us and stay with us even after. I'm going to put this plug in right now. We're going to be raiding into another One Ring stream, which is having its premiere tonight. Our very own Rosie, sweet Rosie B here at Girls Run These Worlds, had been part of the Nat One Fun Kickstarter group. A few weeks ago, she is the lore mistress with some truly incredible players. Not as good as my players, if I'm being totally honest with you, but second tier to mine, very, very clearly. Wonderful, wonderful players with a very wonderful story that you're also costumed. Like we beat them to the punch in getting our stream on the air, but we were all planning at the same time. So they are just about to premiere tonight, and we are so excited for them. So we hope that you'll stay with us after this to go join us over on Nat One Fun. And hi, Rosie and the crew. We're so proud to have more sisters, another all-femme presenting or all-femme and women identifying intersectional cast, which we're thrilled about. So let's tell these stories. Okay. We are missing a couple of people off the bat. We know that Ark will be with us next week. Ark is away enjoying a truly wonderful family vacation with her real life family who is not in any peril, but we'll get back to that in a different moment. And we think JJ should be joining us. Thoughts for the thunderstorms that are happening in the South. I would like my players to introduce themselves, and then we'll jump right in here. So we'll go around, and I'll go to just an order of how they joined the video. So Katie will go first.
Hello. I'm Katie. I use they, she pronouns. You can find me everywhere at Critical Spark 20. And I am playing Gilthoniel. Gilthoniel, but no one calls her that. A very goth, very confused, spiritual elf. That's me.
Absolutely. Yeah. Gilly is fantastic. And we will definitely be learning a little bit more about that whole sitch in a few minutes. Anita.
I came on next because I was tardy. Hi, I am Anita, at Anita the Lesbian on the Twitters. As long as that lasts, hopefully it lasts longer. I'll tell you where you can find me later if all of that comes crumbling down. Gosh, I'm playing Guzdox. That is the name of my character. She uses she, they pronouns. And I guess that's all I need to say. Totally. I'll heal things if Sarah wants to try and TPK everyone.
No, no, I'm good. Can everybody, I just want to check, can everybody hear Anita super clearly? Because for some reason, Anita's just really quiet for me, and I just want to make sure it's not just me. You guys are all good?
Yeah.
Because Katie seemed okay. Okay, well, let's try Jazz, because maybe it's something on my end. Jazz, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very clearly.
Yes, I'm heard. Lost my spiel. What up? My name's Jazz, also known as Cinder Scoria on the everything except Instagram. I'm still working on it. Instagram, I am Silver Star Soul, SOUL, Silver Star Soul. You can check me out there where I sing stuff. Oh, I also have TikTok. I have a TikTok now. You should check me out. I have 2 videos, and I'm very proud of both of them. I play Harrow Wren. She uses she, her pronouns. I use she, they pronouns. And I have 2 ears. This is really important to me because I found the other one, and it's hiding. But I do have it. Don't make fun of my one ear. Okay, that's it. Hi.
I'm muted, so that's not going to help anybody. I am. JJ will be joining us, so I'll just say, JJ, you can find her at JJ Cray or Band Reaper on some things, and she is all over the place. There's that Twitter link. Go and follow JJ as well. And because Ark is not with us tonight, our producer is Jen. Sorry, I'm looking at like 6 different screens, and that's a problem. I need to just settle in for a second. Our producer is Jen tonight. Jen, thank you for producing for us. And because Jen is the producer, but I had only sent the animated credits to Ark, Jen doesn't have our animated credits. So we're just going to pretend everybody's going to just close their eyes for a second. And yeah, we're going to like Wayne's World, like magic fingers. Yeah, get that in. High level Canadian content throwback there, Katie. We're going to win this in the end. All right, here we go. Are we ready? Are we ready for tonight's episode?
So ready.
Maybe.
Did you say maybe?
Maybe. I did not. I didn't tell you before we started, but like, you know, the past couple of episodes have been like fairly heavily like plot element scripted.
Yep.
That's just not it. That's not it tonight, babes. We're going for 2 hours of combat, I think is how we're heading.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get 'em.
Okay. Let's go get them. We open in the glade in the heart of the Mirkwood. Sunshine breaks through the canopy, dancing as playfully as the ant babies that stretch their limbs throughout this safe pasture. Our crew has stayed overnight, seeking rest before heading to find the Hopeleecher, a spirit of malice and spite. Penn has already left, riding south to find her mother and her sister Tillion, Tilly for short. There has been some bad omens, and maybe thanks to the abilities of Gilly, some forewarning has been given, and Penn made the decision to separate from the rest of the group who would go after the Hopeleecher for her to go straight to her mother and potentially sister's side. Before she leaves, the Ints give her a very special small vial. We'll get to that next week. Let's come to our heroes this week. Gilly, you've had a fitful sleep. The connection to the spirits in this ancient old magic place is regularly interrupted. The magic of the forest fights back against the doorway of darkness that you opened in its midst. And while unknowingly doing this, the innocence with which you did it doesn't revert the harm that has been done here. And the Ints will be glad when you move on. But as your eyes awaken from your trance, how are you feeling this morning?
Oops. I think this is it. I think unmoored is a good word, because I don't think that she's ever been in a place where like her connection to the spirits that she works so closely with doesn't work or is like interrupted. So that's weird, just because that's just such a huge part of her that it's like, wait a minute, who am I without these spirits? We're in a very codependent relationship. And I think like, not like embarrassed, but I think she feels like she sort of like stumbled yesterday and didn't explain herself very well, and like kind of rushed over trying to explain this thing that's like super normal for her but is weird for other people, and just I think a bit like discombobulated. It also like maybe happy to get the heck out of here, and also is like worried that they're judging her because they would just step on her.
And as you kind of come to in this morning, you look around and you see Guzdax still resting. You hear Kiana for sure. Everybody
We all hear Kiana.
Yeah, there's no stealth when Kiana and Sleep are involved here. But you also see Rin. And Harrow, your eyes open from your trance and you find something warm just at the edge of your fingers.
What is it?
Give me a perception check.
On the edge of my fingers?
Just at the edge of your fingers. Just something a little bit warm at the edge of your fingers.
I've put your
First roll
hand
the
in
night.
a bowl of water
My-
just while
my-
you're sleeping, hoping you'll pee the bed.
my 14 what do you call it? Perception doesn't do it. What do you call it? What do you call that? Passive perception. Ah. Oh wow. Okay, let's see. Where's my stats? La 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 la. Perception. That is a 16.
A
Does that do it?
16. Hey, see, it was worth rolling.
It was worth rolling.
It is almost like a fine down feather. It's your little friend. And in fact, as you look, all
me.
of the wrens, all of the wren babies from the glade have come and snuggled up beside you, full Disney princess moment. But your friend is the one who stayed the closest to your fingers.
Gotcha.
And probably like, fluffy, bouncy feathers
Little-
snuggled
little
into
fluff.
you the closest.
Oh my goodness. I will just hum a little wake up song. Is it like morning? Our trance is only 4 hours. So
We'll say that probably it was safe. It is the morning time.
Okay.
It is time for you guys to start kind of awaking and getting going. But we'll say that, whatever that looks like, whatever that trance, whatever kind of that being prepared to know that something big is coming, if that looks a little bit kind of longer for you, or what that looks like. I'm curious. You tell me what would Ren's,
my little morning routine.
What would Ren's routine be in this moment before like something big and dangerous and scary and destiny?
Something big and scary and destiny. No. Like my namesake, I'm quite like a bird in that I am up at the crack of dawn. So I'm probably up before most folks are. I will, however, upon noticing that my little friends are all snuggled up, I will just go about my morning routine, which has to do with like combing out my hair and rebraiding it and making sure that I am refreshed and during this, however, I will be singing a little song because I like to sing and I like animals. And I think that when I do sing and they start to wake up, they will sing back and we'll just go back and forth. Kind of like Fiona and Shrek, except the bird doesn't explode. The bird doesn't explode, right, Sarah?
No, I wasn't. The silence.
Just
You guys, this is a happy, fun time little Hobbit game. I don't know why you guys are so touched.
You really did just say big, dangerous, and destiny like 30 seconds ago. So I'm just making sure.
Well, okay, but Ren thinks it's big, dangerous, and destiny. I'm just here to have little imp babies, okay? That wasn't great. All right, let's keep going then.
I didn't want to say. I wasn't going to say anything.
Audience, I beg you to clip this.
We've all learned something new about Sarah today. She's got an ardor for armor.
Please stop. Yeah.
No, fine. You guys want to go there? Let's go.
No,
There's
please.
only 3 of the 5 of you. What could go wrong? Let's by all means rush headlong into the lair of the Hopeleecher.
Oh Lord.
Let's see how that goes without the barbarian. Yeah, fine. Let's go.
It's fine. Yes. Anyway, I will be. I'll just be. Mostly, I just comb out my hair. I comb out my hair. I polish my daggers. I make sure that everything is in tip-top shape, and I sing to my birds.
Love that. Guz docs, because thank you to the cast, to the audience member who messaged and was like, Sarah, you guys got to figure out how to say this name because it's driving me crazy that nobody's saying it the same way. Shout out to audience participation. Thank you for keeping us honest. Guzz, like guzzle, and docs, like the motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? Like Guzz docs. Okay. Guzz docs. The bad guys. I don't know. Maybe we're not in favor of doxing no matter who they are. I don't know. I'm going to think on it because, okay, we're going to move on. Guzz docs. Guzz docs. You have been carefully watched over the evening for other reasons than the Entwives were paying attention to Gilly. And the Entwives sang a low, somber to some melody as they spoke all night. When you awaken, you find a small kit at your side. It has some little phials of liquid. It's made of leather. You're not totally sure maybe where it came from. But the part that you definitely can identify is on the ground beside you, there lay a sash made of interwoven branches, feathers, vines, and flowers. It is sturdy, and there may be something more to it, but it lay there beside you as you awaken.
Okay. So, last night, I think Guzdox was having some trouble sleeping and would have wanted to go out into this glade area and try to find either like a maple tree that could be tapped for some syrup or like a beehive that might hold some honey inside of it. She is going out hunting for something sweet. She would have wanted to go out hunting for something sweet, if that is something that we can retcon.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You do. Okay, give me a what is it here? Like a survival or a woods? You're proficient in kind of knowing how to get around the woods. Is that if I'm remembering?
Yeah, I grew up here, but like not here. Here is nice. But does have proficiency in what's it called? In travel, in explore. Explore is really good, and nature is really good. Yeah, I don't have proficiency in hunting, but you tell me what I do. What
Well,
do I roll?
I guess this could be survival, foraging.
Yeah, survival in this system sort of got split up into explore, travel, and hunting.
I would say this is a little bit of explore because you said that you're looking, you're not hunting for something. You're not trying to like stealthily track something that could know that you're coming. I would say this is a little bit more explore. And also I would say that you for sure have advantage because you did grow up near these parts. And because you do have that woodcraft, you chose that woodcraft feature. So, or the woods feature. So I feel like that would give you probably advantage on this roll.
Hey, okay. Whew. That is a 5 and a 7. I will use my last inspiration and reroll one more time. For something better? That is better. That is a 12 plus 11 for a 23.
Yeah. You You absolutely do find something sweet. You find a just outside the glade, not far into the murk, not far into the darkness. You know, it's not far outside this space that those evil influences are creeping closer and closer. But you do follow the stream, the little wandering brook for a while, and you do hear the very quiet evening buzzing of some worker bees that are getting ready to kind of bed down for the evening, as bees, do. And you find that they will, when you give them just a little bit longer, that they do start to quiet completely. And you find yourself a little honeycomb full of this deep, rich brown, like really quality stuff. Because this is not just honey from anywhere. This is honey from the heart of the murk. This is as sweet and as pure and as old as things can get. And it is, you can tell, even just kind of in the viscosity of it as you touch it, that this is very high quality. Also really good for like abating infection. As a healer, you would know that.
I put it in one of my like flasks or vials from my herbalism kit. I probably end up with a couple of bee stings, but it's fine. And I'll and yeah, and I'll just say like rest for the night. And then when I wake up, yeah, I think as soon as I wake up, I would want to sort of find Gilly.
Yeah. And you do, mostly by kind of looking around and seeing where the int children aren't allowed to really go. Not to like pile it on, Katie, I'm sorry, but like really the int wives would be very cautious about allowing the seedlings to be too close to you.
And I think that's like a new experience for her too, because like I don't think that she's ever been othered before. It's always just been like, you're a bit weird. We don't really get you. We accept you, but like I don't know how to talk to you. So having people be like, no, you can't speak to this person because they're dangerous, I think is not a comfy situation.
Yeah, Guzdox would come over. What are you doing this morning?
I think that she's like sitting on the ground, like whittling with like pieces of wood that are on the ground, not off of a tree, but like whittling just like runes into it and like turning them into sort of like little runic symbols and stuff, and like sort of playing with her bag of runes, sort of like anxiously. So she's sort of sitting there like by herself, just like doo.
Guzdox will say, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
How did you sleep?
Well, I don't really sleep. I sort of like trance, but I know I mean, not good. Honestly, not great. It feels. I've obviously not practiced this fucking accent. I was like, can I do it? I don't even know where it's at right now. Where is it in my mouth? It feels strange to feel cut off from just everything that. Yeah, just I don't feel like I belong here, and it's clear that they don't think that I belong here, and so I would like to leave soon.
Yeah, Guzdox will nod, and sort of, I think just take out this vial that they collected last night, and sort of just hand it over to you, and say, I believe Kiana ate the rest of the sticky buns, so this will have to do.
Oh, so just like a little vial of honey? That was Katie asking.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
vial of honey. There's a
Oh.
honeycomb inside of it.
Oh.
And just says it is important to keep spirits high when doing the work that we are endeavoring to do. I'm sorry this place is making you feel uncomfortable.
Well, it's also really nice. It's beautiful. If it's anything like where you're from, then you have a lovely home.
I'm sort of from like the spleen area, like sort of like in the lower
The spleen is so
intestine.
important. You can't have any other part of the forest without the spleen of the forest.
It is important,
Yes.
but it is not as pretty as the heart.
I think I'd like it. Thank you for this. Am I supposed to eat it? What is it? It's honey. There's honeycomb in it. I know what honey is. That's something I definitely know. Can I? Are you saying she ate all the sticky buns so there is no food? Or are you saying, is this like here's a sweet thing because you can't have any more sweet things?
Here's a sweet thing because you
Okay.
cannot have any more sweet things.
I very much appreciate that. I did think, oh no, that's not enough food. But I will enjoy this. Thank you. That's very kind.
Yesterday, you said yesterday I made an assumption.
Oh.
I said that we were here to stand against the enemy. And you told me that that is not true for you.
That's not what I meant.
There is no judgment in my statement. I would like to know what you are here for, since you have been so helpful in going towards the goal of the enemy. I would like to help you towards yours as well.
I didn't really mean it. It was, sometimes levity is a way to handle super intense conversations, I've noticed. That was a bit of a joke. Also, I don't know, I guess we just haven't really, I don't think I put it together that was exactly what we're doing. Being a person who is sort of sometimes one foot in other places and one foot here, it's hard to pay attention, and that's fantasy ADHD. I don't think that I'm a let's go kill the bad guy type of person, really, but I also want to keep people that I like safe and not, doom the world to everlasting darkness and treachery and evil and that kind of thing. I guess I didn't really think of myself as a hero type. I suppose the things that I do are more subtle than that, I guess. So I think That was part joke, part, oh no, we're actually doing this. Holy goodness. And yeah, so that is my response to that. I'm charismatic, but not great at talking, it sounds like.
Charisma's in a lot of stuff.
Look, I'm really hot.
You're so pretty.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
you're feeling like you're a bit endeared to me right now, aren't you? Haha, planned the whole time. Sorry.
I am not good at killing bad guys either.
I don't know how we'd go about it, is the thing. Like, I mean, how does one even kill a Hopeleecher? Do you leech the hope back? Do you just hope really hard and hope they explode or something? What? Like, what? How are we?
You could just stab him real good.
Oh.
Oh God! Oh Jesus!
Mm.
Hi.
hi,
I've been
hello.
here the entire time.
I've
Hello.
been here the whole
Hmm.
time.
Uh-huh. I have.
I mean, is it a person? Is it a real person? Because I guess
well,
is
if
there a
it's
layer that we're
person,
going?
then we could just
Is it a person or concept though? Like the Hopeleecher? I don't
If it's
know.
a concept, then I suppose we have to beat it with another concept.
That's what I'm saying. Do we just like all put our lips on it and suck the hope back out? What do we do?
Ooh, do we have to? That sounds incredibly unsanitary.
But really fucking punk though.
I suppose. And also incredibly unsanitary. Do not put your lips on the Hopeleecher. Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
I don't plan to, but if worse comes to worse, if that's what I have to do to save the world, I'll suck it right back out.
Kissing the Hopeleecher is probably a very bad plan.
Yeah.
It really doesn't feel.
Okay, obviously I don't look. Remember we talked about levity, and no one here seems to understand what a joke is.
Oh no, I do understand. My joke is continuing yours.
Oh, you've outjoked me.
It's a love language. Yes.
Yes.
I did not understand.
Well, sort of, when someone makes a joke, in order to make them feel as if they are not alone in the joking, you just continue it. And sometimes you pretend that you don't understand because then they get frustrated. That's very funny.
This is what we do.
Ghostox isn't pretending, but is just like looking at these two elves and just being like, not everything is for me to understand, and that's okay.
Children, yeah. My
That's
point
fair.
is, I'm not going to try to kiss the Hopeleecher. That was not.
Are you sure you're a bard? You could. It's your thing.
If we think it will help, like I said, I will, but I'm not going to do that as a first option. I guess I'm just feeling nervous. Okay, I'm just feeling nervous. I don't like what I saw with Penn's family. It doesn't feel good, and it feels like we don't. I mean, we heard like a poem, and now we're like, cool. Let's go to his lair and get him. So
Well, we don't necessarily. Okay, if we're being smart about this is what my father says all the time. If we're being smart, we must do some reconnaissance first and figure out exactly what we're dealing with, and then we kill it violently.
Maybe we just see if Penn's sister woke up the Hopeleecher. Hopefully, the Hopeleecher is still asleep.
They sleep. Is it a sleeping thing?
Hibernate. The Hopeleecher hasn't been leeching hope.
Right.
Just around.
I see. I see. It's a figure of speech.
Yeah. So it's like awaken from the place they were before.
Yeah. I fear you would need like an army to. The Hopeleecher has songs like is in a list of some of the baddest baddies in the history books. We're
hoping to cut it off.
Hopefully we don't have to fight the Hopeleecher.
Yeah, we just get it before it wakes up.
I'm kind of getting the feeling that if we could kill it, it wouldn't just be sleeping and somebody else would have killed it by now. Does that sound accurate?
True.
Excellent. Well, I do
Right.
love a challenge.
I know in the old story, one of those big baddies, like, died when you cut their finger off. Maybe you just
finger?
need to, like, cut a toe off. Maybe we need to find the exact right thing.
Appendage to just sever.
We can figure it out on the way.
Yeah, we've got time.
I guess the problem that I'm seeing is that, you know, Guzdax, I envy your connection to the earth and to the, like, you have your own magic, and it is wild and old, and it's connected to the earth. I don't know what I have to offer. I don't know.
What do you mean? What you have to offer? What do you mean?
Again, the things that I do are so, like, intangible. I don't know.
Do you mean like in a fight?
Well, I mean, yes, I can also stab and things, but I'm not quite as good at that. But
Gilly,
That's not exactly. Sorry, go ahead, Gustox.
I was the wayfinder. I was the guide. But you found this place. You found a shortcut that led us
right.
directly to the heart.
Oh.
When
We have a Kiana.
yeah, the JJ.
Go on. Validate
when-
me.
You found the shortcut to lead us here. Without your vision, Penn's family would be in crisis and Penn would be far away.
Exactly. We all have our roles. Some of us are particularly good at healing, some of us are particularly good at stabbing, and some of us are particularly good at... Yes, I know I am. And some of us are particularly good at communing with the other world. I certainly wouldn't want to do that, so... Well, I'm only saying that's where your talents lie, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's actually
I don't
quite
think there's
helpful.
anything wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. I guess my biggest worry is that I'm going to have to discover more about how, I don't know. I'm worried about what I'll have to do in order to be helpful. And
you are helpful.
I mean,
you don't have to do anything.
But we're not at the Hopeleecher's lair yet, so we'll see how it goes. So far, I found a path that's a lot different than finding the toe we have to cut off.
It's okay. Well, listen. I know that in a group, sometimes it feels difficult to stand out, or to fit in either, I suppose. But with us, you don't have to. You can just exist, and we love you that way. Okay?
Okay, then.
Okay, excellent. We should get going. Someone should wake Kiana. I do think.
Yes, that sound is quite bothersome.
Yeah, it's just been in the background the entire time, and I didn't want to say anything because I feel like that's rude, but
yeah,
it's loud. Usually I'm in a different room.
I'll just pick up like a pine cone and just like yeet it at her head.
Yeah, by all means. Make me just like a dexterity check.
Okay. It's not gonna go good. This is not my not my forte. Enjoy the nice dice sound.
Nice.
Dex check. That's a 15.
A 15, that's not bad. You do yeet this thing across the glade. The calloused hand of this warrior reaches up and grabs it just before it hits her, because Kiana was sound asleep, like snoring as it happened, but also just is not likely to be surprised, which is maybe unusual because in the past you guys have maybe had to be a little bit more, let's say, aggressive in waking her up from time to time.
Hmm.
Something is a little different. But in any case, the warrior Kiana wipes the sleep out of her eyes, arising to the quiet, I don't whatever the sound is of the int babies cheering that their best auntie has ever woken up because
I'm
they are
also
ready
like-
to play again. Oh yeah. They are like, you know, yeah, they're ready to go. I don't know how much time you have, Kiana, to play with them, but you awaken and they are quite eager to see you. You see the other three members of your party, you know, kind of across the glade, sitting together, talking, and looking rather collaborative and conciliatory towards one another. Pen is missing. Pen is gone. Pen's horse is gone. Pen has already left this morning.
Didn't even say goodbye. How rude.
She did. She absolutely did.
Not to Kiana. Kiana just woke up.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure we said yeah. We did. Yeah.
Okay, well then, fuck me, I guess. I don't know.
That's you.
Oh boy. Okay, good. Well, good.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. This is so sad. I'm sorry. Should have brought it up.
Before Pen left, she probably woke me up, and I was like, yeah, like half asleep, and I like, okay, you know, safe journeys,
Yeah, girl, bye.
much love, I'll see you soon, and then I went right back to sleep.
Yeah. Amazing.
And I will say we can like totally rewind because I'm certain that Pen would not have left without saying something to everybody, but we'll ask Ark next week when
Yeah.
Ark returns to us, and we'll take that moment to kind of go back and, you know, Wayne's World fingers go back and have that moment together. Yeah.
I
That
don't.
one.
What does this look like? Wayne's World fingers. Is that what it looks
Have you
like?
never seen Wayne's World, Jazz?
No. I don't know what that is.
It's dumb, but it's fantastic.
Shadow point. You take a shadow point. I can't. There is
Not
no-
this.
You Jazz. You
Not
Jazz.
Jazz, not Rin. Jazz as a human takes.
Take
a
a
shadow point.
Jazz
never
as a
known the
human has
joy
like
of
20
Wayne's
shadow
World?
points. I don't know
Shadow
what that
points.
is. What is?
Oh, boy.
Hold on, I'm googling this.
Wayne's.
you never really, like,
Wow,
heard of
you
it
don't
before?
even have like the cultural touchstone to know what Wayne's World is.
This,
How old are you, Jazz?
1992. That was before I was born, y'all.
How
it
old
was
are you,
before I
Jazz?
was born.
Oh
I
no,
still know what it
Sarah
is.
takes several shadow points. Oh no,
I was
they
born,
show up
Sarah.
as gray hairs.
Sarah, I was
Yeah.
born.
Oh shit.
I don't know what that is.
We're
That
good.
hurts.
We're
That's
racking
fine.
up
You know what? We're
hella
gonna
star
keep telling the
points.
story. We're not getting distracted.
Let's veer away from the reality.
I just broke Sarah's heart of it.
Yeah, I will like as they start talking to each other and like kind of go over to Kiana or whatever. I'm just gonna take the little vial of honey that Guzdox gave me and just kind of like tuck it into my like breast pocket.
The best pocket.
Yeah, just
Absolutely.
put it right by my little heart. Because that was nice.
Absolutely. And is there any last preparations that you all need to do as you get ready to make your way out of the glade this morning?
Yes, I need to teach the ant babies like at least one other way to stab somebody or an adversary. Just that they gotta have at least, you know, the basics. So I'll be doing that. And then I think I'm pretty good.
I could just learn a new Ren song. I'll teach them a song from my forest, and they can teach me their songs. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just let's just do it. I feel like let's just go for it.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go. So go ahead.
Guzdox will have made sure to have taken a bath in the stream because we've been on the road for a while, and at the end of the bath we'll like make sure to find some really nice clean mud and dirt and put it like moisturize your skin with it because that is what Guzdox does.
And that's why your skin is so baby smooth.
Yeah, like skin is always like muddy and brown, even though they are very, very pale. But yeah, that's the vibe. Ghostox is
Amazing.
ready.
I think, sorry, Gilly also would take in one of the things that she had carved and like leave it as close to the ents as they will let her get, and just like leave it, and it's the rune for protection. And just sort of like, sorry, and then leave.
You do see one of the Ent mothers, the Ent wives, kind of reach down and pick it up, look at it. You hear them start to murmur amongst themselves again. Guzdox, you speaking Entish, you can tell that what they're saying is not that they are scared of Gilly or that they are concerned that Gilly is going to unleash some great evil. They're not thinking that she is an agent of the Dark One by any means. She is very young comparatively to them, and they are concerned for her safety, and they are very accepting the fact that she has laid this rune of protection shows them that she has the tools to also protect herself, but there is still deep concern, like when you're at a family reunion and your mom is like, yeah, no, she decided to drop out of engineering school and go to art school. I'm sure it's going to be fine. And the aunties are like, well, but what's the actual plan? You know what I'm saying? Like they're just
Stop, so
they
childhood.
just want to make sure that she's set on the right path, and this is a good sign for them that she knows that she should be very careful around the magics that she's playing with, and also that she has some level of protection to be able to back herself out of that space if she needs to. They know that you're listening. They don't seem to mince any words around it by the fact that you can hear them.
Yeah, aunties are gonna do what aunties do, and that's that's their business. But yeah, I guess we'll get our horses and head out. Like we have a guide, an Entish guide, in another forest somewhere. If we can find them.
Yeah, it's not a forest. You all are heading to the marsh. To the marsh at I'm gonna have to zoom way in because mine old eyes, Jazz, just
I didn't
aren't
say
what they used to
anything.
be.
Okay, first of all, where are my glasses? My thick ass glass. Look at these. Look at these. Do you see this?
Babes, I was old enough to babysit you when you were born. This
Aw.
is listen. We're having feelings tonight in tonight's episode.
That's
This is what I get
okay.
for not preparing and scripting the whole episode. We get Wainfield
Look at this
influence.
nonsense.
You all are heading to the marshes around Swanfleet, which you kind of have to cross back over the mountains into the Rivendell Forest and then basically follow the mountain ridge south, kind of southwestish. It's almost directly south from Weathertop. If you would have turned at Weathertop and headed straight south through the great open lands, you would have found your way down to Swanfleet. So that is the direction that you all head. It takes you a couple of days of riding, and you do know that when you get there, you are looking for an Ent, old and gruff and stocky, for whatever that means to the Ent people. And his name is Mellow, which is,
That's right.
I not until I said it out loud and was roasted in chat did I know what I hath wrought, but Mellow actually being the elven word for friend.
Bet we try our best to not get caught by Rivendell again, and just ride probably as quickly as we can, because Hopeleecher's lair, if Hopeleecher got out, that's a very big problem that somebody needs to know about. So we'll try to like have a good pace, I'll say, as we go over the pass.
And I will say, for the sake of narrative, that we go into, an action moving montage of you all passing through the mountains and forests, covering great distances on horseback, of low-lying riverlands, and through the low foothills on the west side. And into the south of like Cardalon, and as you pass back into the realm of Arnor, you make your way south, almost down towards the Sanduin River is the delta that feeds this marshland. You make your way south, and sure enough, you do come to find this one tree. There's several kind of stocky, what marsh, not it's not Everglades, right? It's not mangrove forest. It is the flat, ugly, swampy, thick, squelchy, not unlike Brie, in some ways, mud and standing water and mosquitoes kind of area of a marsh, of just like a bog. And you make your way there, and there are some trees, but there is one that is very clearly the one you're looking for. It is ancient. It is ancient, and it is exactly. I don't know how you all picture when the Ent Mother, when the Heart of the Forest said, he's stocky and gruff, but that's exactly what this is. This is a stumpy. You can see like pieces have probably been cut off over time to offer, kind of firewood for traveling people trying to make their way through. It's weather worn, and the color long since stripped off of its bark. And as you approach, it takes a while to get it to respond to you, to get him to respond to it all. But I would say eventually, particularly Guzdox, if you're willing to speak Entish in, what is a relatively kind of open area, he would respond.
Word, the the first instincts that Guzdox has is to let Kiana take the lead, since Kiana got the prophecy to do this, got the audience with Melo's cousin. But if it's becoming obvious that the kneeling and the big display is not really getting through to this end, yeah, I think Guzdox will keep it as short and to the point as possible, which is so hard in this language because we don't have a lot of time. But it'll basically translate to Uncle, wake up, please.
And I don't know what voice you were expecting from this Ent uncle. Has Guzdox spent much time amongst the
Never
Ents?
seen an Ent husband before in my life.
This one lives a fairly solitary life, being out here kind of shepherding the marsh. He once had you more time to explore the lore of the Ents, was kind of a well-respected soldier of some renown amongst the Ints, protected the lands very carefully. And when King Anithius went missing, he was part of the kind of natural, the old magic that came to kind of check in on the area. There was, nature itself felt corrupted in this marshy area, and the Ints obviously sent scouts, and he was sent, and he chose to stay, having discovered the lair of the Hopeleecher. All of that being said, you would think that he would, maybe sound like Sean Bean or, some Colin Firth, or, some other, maybe, some other great Irish actor or English actor. He does not. My dude is straight Keanu from Bill and Ted's. Okay. He is absolutely just like, well, hey, little orc, what's up? So glad to see you here. You speak our language. So cool. So cool.
It probably took like 7 minutes for them to say that, and I'm just trying to. Yeah, I think I will immediately name drop the mother of the forest, whose name I have forgotten because it is Elvish, but Guzdox would remember, and say that, just explain the situation, I think in the common tongue, just to save time, that Kiana came through here, like is a part of a tribe of people that has an agreement with your cousin, and she sent us all the way over here, said that you could take us to the Hopeleecher's lair, because the Hopeleecher might be loose. Might not be, but might be loose.
Totally unrighteous, dude. The loose? Nah, bro, I've been watching this land for so long, and like, not a chance, my bro. There is no way. Nothing has left. The land is still, and he stops for a second, and you feel like a slight tremble beneath your foot as his root goes deep into the ground, into the stinking marsh itself. And he goes, nah, still bad here, bro. Still super, super unrighteous.
Okay, but like, we came all this way, and like, Mother of the Forest told us, go check it out, make sure if we could just see it with our vision, just to make sure everything's good. And if everything is good, maybe we like stay and help out with the watch, since like we saw a very clear vision of things not being good.
Oh, yeah, totally, little dude. Like, little orc, that's not good. Okay, let's go check it out. I'll take you to the entrance. It's a little bit small for me, but if you want to go in and take a look around, just like, be careful.
Yeah, we'll do that.
He also, his very sun-weathered face turns to look at the elves and at Kiana. He speaks some level of greeting to the three of you as well. He's pretty chillax.
What does chillax mean?
He, as he speaks to you in Intish, and realizes very quickly, as you guys just kind of give this blank stare, that that's just not the language being taught in schools these days. He'll switch to the common tongue.
Oh, that's
Um,
kind.
It's, it's halting. It's very like, hola, mi llamo, old tree, like it's not,
Oh,
do you know where I'm going with this? Okay.
Yes.
yes. I mean, it's our fault for not speaking Entish. We come into their area and
I
don't,
know.
like I feel bad. If he's
I
more
do feel bad.
comfortable-
They do teach it. It's just that I skipped it in favor of talking to
Do
animals.
they teach it?
Well, they do for nobles. Maybe they don't.
Oh.
Maybe they don't say all.
I'm noble. I just said that out loud in front of all my friends, even though I didn't want any of them to know.
I didn't say.
La.
Okay, if I would have said it, I would have said it in a British, terrible British accent. Okay, I did not. So suck it.
All right, fine.
I will look at the tree and be like, "Hello, tall and old one.
Hello.
Thank you."
Hello, little strong one. So righteous to see you. Please do not use that axe near me.
Oh.
This is only for bad guys, bad people, people who don't like sticky buns, and
I
people
have
who try
never
to hurt my
had a
loved
sticky
ones.
bun. It sounds delightful, but
If you could,
I'm
if you could
sure
eat
that
one,
it
you would like
works.
it.
Oh, I mean, I don't know when next time I'll be around. I wouldn't even know where to go to get those, but yeah, little one.
We
Sure.
could stay here talking until nightfall.
Yeah, Kiana would definitely not feel the haste, and we'll try to continue talking to this being. So one of y'all are gonna be like, "Just stop me."
So that's cool. If only Kiana hadn't eaten all the sticky buns, then perhaps we could offer one.
That's true. I know a person though. Her name is Nellie. You would like her. She makes the best sticky buns.
This is the most I've ever heard her talk.
Kiana will talk about some sticky buns. Okay.
Oh yeah, all right, let's go. Should we then go to this place? Yes? Probably soon. Not that this isn't absolutely lovely, but I do feel uncomfortable making them speak the common tongue just for us.
Yes, and it's quite slow.
Yes, I'm also not gonna lie. I'm just gonna whisper this to Red. I'm also kind of bored.
Bored isn't the word I would use, but
It's the one I just used for me.
That's fair. No, that's fair. Acknowledged. No, we should
We
go.
just saw some other talking trees. Do we need more talking trees?
Yes, that's rude. That's rude.
Thank you so much, Uncle, but Hopeleecher might be
Right.
be out.
We could stop by on the way back.
That would be awesome. Bring me
Return
some
journey.
Nelly sticky buns this way, and he'll lead you all towards this lair. And I think with that, we'll do a little bit of a map change here, friends. And I'll warn you all that most of your tokens are quite large. I do have a stand-in token just for Gilly for tonight, but we will switch over. I just wanted to be able to show you guys what color your tokens were so that you could, oh, you know what would be helpful? I switched for myself. I didn't switch for you guys. That's lovely. Love to see that. There we go. And as you all make your way, Kiana, you'll remain kind of that peachy red that you were from the first season. Can everybody see that? Is everybody in the map?
Now.
Fantastic. Our lovely Guzdocks in green. I just find that when I put them on big colors, it makes it easier for everybody to know. Our little spooky girl will be gray. I'm using a token from Farah, one of the other Canadian players that I play with in a different stream, just to have some continuity. Ren, you'll be kind of that orange, and Pen is not with you all, but I wanted to show you Pen's figure as well. Pen is red, but it's going to go off.
You didn't get the Hero Forge one I made?
I'm so sorry. I didn't get time to do it before I was getting ready, but I will.
Okay.
I will.
It looks really cool.
I can't wait to see it. I'm really sorry I didn't have time.
It's okay. I was like, wait, I didn't fuck this up this time. Usually it's me that's like, oh, I didn't do it. But I was like, no, I did it.
I just didn't have time right before you sent it to me. I was trying to
allow it.
I'm sorry. Okay. But I will do it. So as you all enter into this lair, it is beneath the surface of this marsh. And as you enter in, there is a series of bioluminescent or kind of maybe unnatural level of light that words that emanates in different spaces. These glowing blue torches are haunting. The sound of the wind coming through the marsh whistles through this open space. And I purposely haven't, kind of enabled fog of war in like on purpose because I wanted you guys to be able to see the lair of the Hopeleecher. And we'll fast forward narratively from you guys kind of exploring the different areas. I will direct your attention to the area in kind of the southeast of this map, where eventually you would come to find yourselves being able to see under what is kind of a few stalagmites, are the ones that from the ground up that form naturally on the ground, and you just see a bit of old red fabric, perhaps hiding behind them. It is the first sign of anything really that you've seen. In fact, thinking now about it, those of you who have connection with nature, it is the first sign of any life, of anything living at all down here that you have seen. There is not bugs. There is not there is no plant growth. Nothing else living is down in this area. This is the first anything that is not just stone and blue glowing flame that you see.
Cool.
Cool. No, it's fine.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna stealth.
Yeah,
I'm out.
That's so true,
Okay.
bestie.
Oh, and they're gone. So what are we doing? Are we just exploring this area to see what happens?
I was going to go scout out. Hello. I'm still, shh. I'm still here. I'm gonna go scout ahead, and I'll tell you what I see. Okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
Lore.
Go ahead.
Lore Mistress. Is there any way for a magically inclined player character to see if recently a seal of binding for the Hopeleecher has been broken?
Perhaps some sort of
Around
hallowed
these
or
parts?
desecrated area type looking.
Are you searching magically or are you searching physically?
With your eyes or with your vibes?
I would search physically first, because searching magically is dangerous.
It is. That's why I asked.
Especially in this place.
Do you
But,
go up to the body to search it?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do that.
Can you let me
I'll
go first,
totally-
please?
I'll-
Can you just wait for 2 seconds?
That's what you were doing. Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm scouting.
You did the thing, and then you were
okay.
gone. I
That's
thought
my
you just
thing.
got scared.
It's
fine.
We talked about
Go
this,
for it.
Bren. You
Go.
just have to talk to us before you disappear.
Okay. I just figured that we've worked long enough that you figured when I disappear it means I'm gonna go check something out, but it's fine.
Ooh, I have a
will
crazy deja vu. Go ahead. Sorry, carry on. This is amazing.
I'm going to stealth, and then I'm going to go scout, ahead. And yes, I will go up to the body. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to go close enough that I can see things. That's it.
Okay. Give me your stealth
Okay.
and then give me investigation.
What should I use? Which die should I use?
Kiana, what is Kiana doing as Harrow goes to
I got a 23 for stealth. And what was the other one? Sorry.
investigation, please?
Investigation.
I was actually going to I don't know if Rumor of the Earth would work in this situation. Because I don't.
Tell me what that is. Tell the stream what that
okay.
is.
Hello, everyone. I'm JJ, and I'm going to break the fourth wall to explain this game mechanic to you. So
Somebody clip this.
my calling is that I'm a warden, which means that I get certain skills, and one of the skills that I have, because we are playing as level 5 characters, is I have Rumor of the Earth, which is a skill that falls under the warden calling, which basically gives me I can use my action, like one of my actions, to focus my awareness on the region, like on the area around me. And because I have warded lands, which is basically just like lands that I kind of am familiar with and like have made like a vow or whatever to protect. I also have what it's called a favored foe, which means that if I choose, like, the game has like certain type of enemies, categories of enemies that you can pick. So like mine is like beasts. So like what I can do with Rumor of the Earth is basically I can like talk to the earth, and the earth will basically tell me like will sense if any of my favored foes are in the area. It doesn't reveal like the exact location, and I think it doesn't also reveal the number, but it just does let me know, like, it's kind of like a tingly spidey sense, like, oh, there's some stuff here. I don't know how many or how far, but I think the radius depends on like I think it's the wisdom mod, like, so whatever my wisdom mod is like how many miles out it'll work essentially.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
and I can use that one time before I have to take a short or a long rest.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely go ahead and do that. It's a roll
I
It just
think I
happens.
use
or it's just like
I think it
it's
has
the
like when
D&D
you
function of like favored foe, and so
yeah.
I
you
think
just
it's just
get
kind of like
sense.
a
Okay.
I think it's just like a thing. I don't know if
Okay.
I have to roll for it, but I can
As
double check.
as Kiana kind of kneels down, planting your axe handle into the ground and just feeling the vibes, you do find the tiniest of reverberations as Ren stealths into the shadow and disappears around the rock that's near you. What is instantly accessible is that this earth cannot talk to you. You've never encountered this before. This earth is so corrupted by whatever force exists that it cannot even respond to you in this moment. That alone gives you some information that this is, you would expect, like after a forest fire, you start to see little sprouts come back up from the ground. The ground itself very rarely ever dies. This is actively dead and being perpetuated as actively dead. Whatever it is that is silencing even nature herself is still present in this space. Rin, as you go around this rock, I would imagine, kind of scope it from afar, right? You're gonna kind of circle longwise and try to get eyes fully, and give it a good distance.
Yes.
You see the not desiccated corpse of a man, kind of in his mid-50s, not not desiccated, not worn over the ages. The fashion for sure is not of this time. Fucking flies. The fashion for sure is not of this time. This is old fashion, right? Like you've read the books, the tomes that exist in the elven libraries. You've been forced to study the history of the ages of men. This is old. This dude is old, but not withered to bone, and that also is quite unusual. Not
Just, like,
alive.
cosplaying historical. I don't know.
Yeah, it's giving like I mean, not alive. This man is dead for sure. But not decayed over time as you would expect. You see very regal, fine clothes, velvets, leathers, a certain amount of metal armor. You do not see a crown.
Does it look like there might have been a crown at one point?
Definitely. The way that the hooded velvet, it's a velvet hood. The way that the velvet is crushed for sure says that this has been worn for a very long time. The fact that the velvet under where the crown would have been is a different color, that the velvet, had been sun worn in other places, exposed to the elements, but is freshly this bright crimson red underneath.
Horrifying. If this is a human man.
It is a human man.
Can I make the inference? Am I that smart?
To think that this is the person whose lair that we just came to.
Well,
who
no,
is missing a crown?
I don't think it is. Well, I mean, no, I don't think it is. Jazz doesn't think it is. I don't know if Ren, let's see. Ren's intelligence is a 12. That's above average. Is there a roll I can make?
Barely.
Yeah.
Listen, how dare you? I think that this is Jazz thinks that this might be a Nithias, but I don't know if Ren does. So we can
There
find out.
is in this system there is old lore.
Old lore.
There is, you could just do, I mean, old lore is intelligence, but you could give me an intelligence one. But old lore is essentially what we're looking for here.
Gotcha.
Can I help you?
Are you with me?
I don't know. Probably not. Can I help you? I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's not bad. I got what the heck?
Wow.
How do you call it? I got a 20. It's not a natural. What
Dirty
is the
20.
word?
A
Thank
dirty 20.
you. Why
Wow.
did I
Dirty 20. Yeah.
word for that?
It seems reasonable to assume from a slight distance that this human man probably is a Nithias. He's wearing metal insignia, which you could get a little bit closer to look at if you wanted confirmation.
I'll be honest with you. I think I am as close as I need to be. I'm going to is there anything else? Is there anything else in this general vicinity that looks like, are there disturbed footprints? Is there Anything else of note?
Remind me what you rolled for your investigation check.
I rolled a 13.
A 13.
Yeah.
The fact that the velvet the velvet where the crown was is such a fresh color, such a vibrant color, tells you that the crown probably hasn't been missing long.
Interesting. Okay. Yes, I will go back to my friends and I will explain all that I have seen. That's a bit odd, I guess. He looks like he's been preserved, but not exactly like almost like petrified in amber, except not in amber, obviously.
It's probably just magic.
Sure. I don't know a lot about magic, but yes, sure.
Lore Mistress, I don't know how I would do this in terms of like what my skills and stuff are, but this is what I want to do. I want to see if I can get any, like, is his spirit still here? Like, if he's dead, then his spirit shouldn't be here. If it should have like passed somewhere else. So like,
You want to look into kind of that spirit realm that you have the connections of.
Yeah.
Certainly, as soon as you left kind of the glade of the murk, your connection became so much stronger again.
Oh, thank God.
And it is that level of comfort, right? It is that I remember what I'm doing. This is good work. I don't need to feel, that I'm not doing what I should be. There is purpose. There's meaning
I miss my
to the
ghosty
work
friends.
that you do. Yeah.
You're muted.
What does it look like for Gilly when she starts to reach out, when she starts to kind of pay closer attention, to shift beyond just the, what does she normally see that is both the physical and kind of the soul spirits that exist in this melded plane that she, kind of has perma access to. What does it look like for Gilly when is there something she does to start to like get a little bit further, to push a little bit and see what else may be there?
I thought about this and was like, I think that it looks a lot just like disassociation. Like, yeah, just kind of like glaze, like she'll just kind of like look off to the side, like it looks like just like a person with ADHD who stopped paying attention. Like,
so are you saying you're going That's So Raven on us?
It's not quite as like, it's definitely just like, and then like the further that she gets, because I think she like looks around like that sometimes, and like it'll kind of look like she's not really looking at you occasionally. She's like looking over your shoulder. But then like the deeper she gets into it, I think there's like the stiller she gets, because I think she's a fidgeter. Because apparently a spirit bard is ADHD. I don't know.
Well, we're
all confronting our demons.
That's okay. That's okay. We love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do start to get still. And I don't know which of the others will clock it first. That you start, probably Ren. I say that's not, beyond the norms, that it would be Ren first, but certainly the others quickly notice it too, that your eyes have started to gather a milky white haze over them.
Is that normal? Is that normal?
You have not noticed it in the past. The first time it was noticed was in the glade.
Yeah.
There is this very pale white, not like it was before. It is, just the slightest kind of pale white.
A little bit of
cataract. Very kind of transparent. Still, you can still see Gilly's beautiful eyes underneath. And Gilly, as you start to go off, your fingers, even though the rest of your body becomes very still, your fingers dip in to the rune bag.
Of course they do.
And find that most comforting peace.
It is the same one. Ah! It's the same one I pulled last time. Sorry. It happened in real life.
I don't like it. No, I don't like it.
I don't like that smile. Oh, I'm gonna die. I live in
Your
the shadow realm.
fingers
That's so weird.
grip around it and feel the worn edges. They used to be sharp not many days ago, but as you have run your fingers along them, every edge and face and facet, it has become worn and familiar. The sweet memory that you would expect to have, that voice of understanding that you expect to have, doesn't come so sweet and doesn't exist in that space where you commune with the spirits. You hear it. You all hear it as the spirit unleashed is looking for some way out. And now that the doorway has come to its space,
Oops.
it can come through. And you all find this terrifyingly pale, yet dark as inky shadows. A shallowness to the rasping wheeze, but also a deepness that trembles the dirt, dust, and stones beneath your feet. This creature is dangerously close to you all, and I would like you all to roll initiative.
So this is we're now fighting the whoever was in my stone.
Not in your stone.
No.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
To be fair, it was never in your stone.
Sure. No, I know.
The stone was a connection point that even innocent intrusion into the shadow places a foothold for the enemy to gain through, right? And
the
as
stone
you
was a metaphor.
this rune, many, many years ago, long before you even were traveling with Ren, you carved this rune and you allowed this, you called this spirit without knowing, innocently. But now it is time to reckon with that. And so I'll get everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, look. Oh, look.
What a
it's the
joke.
consequences
What
of my
a
own actions.
joke. What a joke.
What? Oh, are we rolling on
Anyway,
roll
I got a
20?
23.
This is why I don't use Roll20's dice. This is exactly
Yeah, I
why.
don't like roll 20. Roll 20 don't like
I'm
me
just
either.
gonna, I'm gonna roll my own dice.
I'm just gonna use Beyond D&D dice because it's ridiculous. Also, I just like the imagery of like while Gilly's having her spiritual world moment, Kiana's just in the back like spirit lady. like all that spirit lady. Like I understand that spirits are going on. I don't understand it fully, but I just know some spiritual shit is happening. So I'm just like spirit lady.
Spirit lady. Spirit lady.
I think in like the time that this happens, I think that Ren kind of goes, "Oh, that's new," looking at Gilly's eyes, and then it just pops out of nowhere, and you're like, "Ah!"
Like, who are you?
Oh, look, it's the consequences of my own actions.
How close was Ren looking at Gilly's eyes?
Pretty close.
Because
would
I
be
have
pretty
lore
close.
to drop if you
Excellent.
want it.
Oh, my word.
Yes. No, yeah, I would have noticed. I would have noticed and been like, "Oh, not good," because I would have been the first to be like, "Ah, she's entering vision mode."
Yeah, she stopped fidgeting for 5 fucking seconds. She
Yeah,
was doing
it's
something
like,
else.
It's like a klaxon, you know? It's like the
Yeah.
Kill Bill sirens. It's like, oh, the ghosts are here.
You get close. Do you touch her face as you're like looking at her?
I don't know if I touch her face.
It's okay. It's okay if you don't.
I was like, don't put this on me.
I'm trying to figure out how much lore I get to drop here.
Yeah, I Ren is not the touchiest person, so I don't think that she
You're
does.
also
but
real short.
I'm also really short. But I am looking quite close, yes.
You get very close, and there is
I might
a
touch her
moment where
hand.
you see her breath, actually, because the air around her has grown so cold in this instant that her eyes flash this. They go from white to ink black back to her normal color. And in this moment that they flash to ink black, the air around her gets vacuum sucked out with just this coldness as the the physical and spiritual plane that she is some conduit for um, gets pried open from the other side. Uh, the creature itself, the Hopeleecher, doesn't have time to beguile and be sweet. It is done being contained, and it wants out now.
Okay.
And so you see it, right? So you're looking at her, you see her eyes go from milky white to ink black. You feel the cold expand very quickly, and then just you're short, so you're kind of looking up at her, and off to like the side of her head, you see this dark black and red, um, crimson, the same as the king, the same as what the king was wearing. Cloaked figure, not a figure, something cloaked spirit, cloaked figure. You're not entirely sure. Cloaked something appear over her shoulder and look down at you. It is not a welcoming feeling. This is the opposite of Keanu tree, outside the entrance. This is the opposite of that. Can I ask, Anita, what did Guzdox get for initiative?
Big 10.
Yep, but that's
Very
a 10.
normal.
Kiana?
Who did you
What
ask?
did you get for initiative?
3.
What the fuck?
That's why I said it was a joke. It was an absolute joke. And roll
Did you
20
add
hates me.
your initiative bonus?
I don't have an initiative bonus.
Look at, she hits last, but she hits last,
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Kiana and
He hits
absolutely.
there last also.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have like a 19th in straight, so
Yeah.
it's fine. We're good.
Katie, what did Gilly get for initiative?
Emotional damage. 14.
Emotional damage.
14.
14.
Man.
Rin, I got it. Oh, Grandma Sarah can't read her dice. Yeah. Rin, you see this figure appear, and instantly I would imagine your body just goes into
I throw a dagger into
yeah,
his
whatever,
face.
go for it.
It's a jump scare, and my reflex is violence.
It also scares Gilly because you're throwing a knife right past her fucking head. Jesus, what?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm also warden, but my oath would be forayer, which means that I starting at 3rd level get ambusher, which means that I can add my wisdom modifier to my initiative roll, which is one of the reasons why it was so dang high. And then I have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn. This guy. So I'm gonna do that now.
Beautiful. You do.
Cool.
Immediately, this elven hand reaches around the leather wrapped handle of this dagger and goes
Yeet!
goes to yeet.
That's not great. I got
Even
a
with-
17 to hit.
Even with advantage?
Even with advantage. Guess what the other one was? Yeah, that's a 1. So,
Ooh.
yeah. Tragic. 17
you-
total though. Yeah.
17, you expertly get this dagger out, and you are so careful in this closeness with Gilly that you don't want to in any way harm her, but you do very much want to kill the bitch. So you throw this dagger, and whether it's because of the angle or the quickness with which this has all transpired, you do hear the dagger clatter off into the distance. It doesn't seem to have made its mark.
That's okay. This is very spooky. How close is this Hopeleecher figure? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
It is, I mean, you're short. It is towering over you. So there's maybe a couple of feet, but Gilly is in between the two of you.
True, 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 true.
What an excellent place for me to be.
Do you
Love that for me.
I'm about to do some
Duck.
I'm about to do some ish. I'm sorry, but I'm 5'2" and a rogue. Can I jump off of Gilly's? Yep. Just give me a boost. Yeah. And then I'm gonna try again because I have an extra attack. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah. So you want to jump and like stab, or you
Yep,
want
I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna flip, and then I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
stab.
Can we please make it that like you tell me to duck because it's right behind me, so I duck and then you just like jump off my back and just do a sick flip? Yes.
Yep, that's exactly the thought. I'm extra. It's fine. Don't worry
Okay,
about it.
so let me say this.
Mm.
If you want to have Gilly's help in doing this, because Gilly doesn't immediately see this happening, Gilly essentially what you're doing is holding an action until Gilly gives you the trigger, which is like bending over so that you can jump. But Gilly, that's a help action.
Which I can do as a bonus. Which I can do as a bonus
actually-
action because of my situation.
that.
So that's fine.
Love that.
I'm happy to do that.
I don't need it. I would still have advantage. Regardless.
But
I'm
it
just
looks
I'm
so
just
cool.
Can we say it for flavor?
I feel like I'm right after you, aren't I?
Definitely what we can do. How about this? I will meet
don't
you
know when
in
the
the
hope
middle here because I do want this like moment for Katie to be able to replace that Legolas poster on her 13-year-old wall with Harrow
With you
in this moment.
I'll draw you up something.
As you
Let's go.
immediately throw your first dagger, without thinking, your reactions are to take a couple of steps back and get out of Gilly's immediate zone. You want to get away from her. You know that having her in between you and this does not keep her safe. And as you do, you go backwards about 3 steps, find yourself on the stone wall where you can grab a handhold and kind of pull yourself up with one hand and throw with the other hand.
This is super cool. I'm very worried that it's going to use strength instead of athletics, though. I mean, strength instead of acrobatics.
I would say this is acrobatics, not athletics. Because of like the fluid movement. And also, I would be hard pressed from a canon perspective to push athletics over acrobatics for an elven feature anyway. So
we all know Legolas used acrobatics. Did you see him climb up that thing? Absolutely no strength involved.
100%.
If everything you do has to be computer generated through a movie, that's acrobatics, not athletics. I feel like that's in the 5e player's handbook somewhere.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Yeah, page 267. Yeah, cool. That sounds good. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Cool.
Give me your second attack.
That was cocked. Oh boy! Is an 18 gonna hit?
You lift yourself up, almost like it is the coolest movement that I wish that I could describe. As you're pulling yourself up, your legs also kind of go up so that you're in almost like a My Little Teapot stance. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you know where I'm going with that? And
Wait,
you
no,
talk
please
with the
demonstrate it
other.
for me.
Oh yeah,
You-
please.
I
We need
wish
a
that I
visual aid.
could,
I need you to
but
pour her out.
also I'm in a corset, so that's
Oh,
not
that's
going to
valid.
happen
That's
tonight.
valid.
Can I help? Can I help you?
There it is. That's the one.
Ah, very
Uh,
cool.
You throw this dagger with the other hand, and it whips past your ear, Gilly. You hear this sound so close.
Like
Not
it
enough to
snaps
get
me
you.
out.
For sure, Rin is a fine shot.
Mhm.
I'm actually really good at this, you guys. I don't
yeah.
know what's happening.
But I feel like that would be enough to like snap me out of my glassy-eyed state too.
Absolutely. And your dagger sinks into the middle of the cloak, into like the middle of the round of the cloak, and you can see the pinprick of light where it went straight through the back of the cloak,
This is so
and you
annoying.
hear it clatter to the ground on the other side.
Okay, well, that super duper sucks. I'm just perched on this wall like so, and I'm just gonna point.
Parkour.
I'm gonna point. Yeah, I'm just gonna point and be like, that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. It is the Hopeleecher's turn. And the Hopeleecher, this hooded figure, cocks to the side, looking at you specifically, Ren, as the first aggressor. And it leans down very close to Gilly's ear. And you hear this horrible screeching, this sound that is death itself. Gilly, you very clearly hear the sweet voice that has talked to you for so long.
Oh no.
And it says, "My darling, tell your friends that they are no match for me. And shouldn't we be together now? Come with me, and we will do great things." And I need you to make a wisdom saving
I was gonna
throw.
say. I was like, I think I'm gonna need to make a wisdom saving there for this bad boy. All right. Well,
It's the corruption for me. The
yeah,
spiritual corruption.
it's fine.
no.
Rip Gilly.
No,
You have
not
Nice
Riptune.
playing her. I
Like-
only just got to know her.
You have disadvantage on these wisdom saves,
Oh
don't
my god, I
you?
do! Why would you say that? Whose side are you on? Dark one.
I'm on the side of the truth.
Oh my god.
Oh.
All right, Anakin. Let's
Anita is here for enemies
Yeah.
to unsanitary smooching lovers and one story only. So let's go.
Yeah. I would also like to say, as my first role on this stream, this is excellent. This is everything I always hoped it would be.
Is this the
not
first
a
time you've
not
ever
a cute.
rolled? No,
What?
just in tonight's episode.
Just no. I'm saying like as my first role on like Girls Who Run These Worlds. This is
Role.
as a person.
Other role.
Oh,
the
I'm with
character
you, I'm with
role.
you.
Yes.
ROLE.
This is everything that I wanted, and I did not actually really want a happy, fun, cozy time in Brie. I did, but it's fine. This is amazing. I just wanted to say that because I rolled a 3.
No.
What's my wisdom? So +6.
Ooh, we
So
finna
that's fun.
die. We finna die.
Yeah, rip everybody, including me. So that's
Nah, you'll be fine.
that's a
You were-
9.
you're
That's a
getting
hot
corrupted,
9.
homie.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
getting recruited if anything.
Fine.
Like
Oh,
we're
yeah.
the ones in danger.
You'll be fine. We're gonna die.
I drew my like creepy lines like a little bit bigger today. They're gonna continue to grow, I think, my friends.
Oh boy.
Okay, what happens to me, Sarah?
I don't know what happens to Katie. We'll talk about it after in the safety check. But for Gilly,
damage.
Oh.
for Gilly's eyes flash back and forth. Milky white, inky black. Milky white, inky black. As this voice leans down and this screeching hiss exists in this space. Her eyes, you can all see very clearly that there is this battle that is being waged in this moment. And it is with horror that you all see her eyes settle on this inky blackness.
That's
You
so
see her
metal, though.
lens
I love
drop
that.
a little bit limply.
I'm upset.
She takes a few steps forward, starting to push past Guzdax and Kiana, the hooded figure floating behind her where everybody can see. Guzdax, what do you do?
Does it look cool as hell, though?
It's fucking so cool.
Awesome. Okay, that's all I want. That's
You
all I
look
want.
at it is like those. This is very similar to like who Pippin taking hold of the Palantir and like that innocent nature being corrupted like without knowing what was
Yeah.
really going on is very, it's a very kind of similar arc.
But now I'm a super badass on the dark side.
But now you've got super badass eyes.
I'm gonna have to get some contacts for next time.
I feel like I wouldn't rob you
Hey.
of the. I wanted you to go full goth. I wanted you to like have that experience. I know how important
Really?
that was. So
I love that, Sarah. Thank you.
yeah, I'm here for you and you alone.
Listen.
Guzdax, what's going on?
So Guzdax hates this goth phase. And but no, I think yeah, I think Guzdax has to believe that this can't be it, that Gilly is still has some bit of control or resistance deep down. So I think Guzdax is going to like catch up as like as Gilly pushes past her, and I think we'll try to just physically stop with their body, physically stop them from continuing forward, and then also we'll just try to use the help action to help her friend get out of this the next time they do a wisdom saving throw. And then with a bonus action, we'll do some rhymes of lore. And well, I think Guzdax is just going to. I think Guzdax is going to say that going to like physically get in front of Gilly. I think put her hand over top of like where the vial of honey is on her chest, and just say, "You are stronger than you know," and hope that can help reach out to Gilly somewhere. But that's my movement, action, and bonus action. So that's me. Does the Hopeleecher leech me for trying this?
That sounds like it could be an OnlyFans stream. Listen.
If you
One
pitch
of
it,
the-
Sarah, I'm there.
Look at.
I've
not
already
running that
signed
stream.
up. I've already signed up.
I
When
just
think-
wanted
think
a
I
happy
might
fun time.
Pass on that
Cake
one,
heist,
but you
pie
guys are
heist, and
valid.
brie. Okay, that's what I wanted this season. I wish that there was some. I wish that there was some mechanic in shadow points that is the equivalent of like Samwise showing up with the little bottle of actual light and like encouraging Frodo to carry on. It doesn't exist maybe yet in this edition. Free League, please. I would love to write it for you. Please have me as part of your team.
Sarah's such a good writer. Hire Sarah,
Yeah.
please.
Well, okay, we won't lie to them though.
As we've
We
seen.
will.
Excuse.
It is not a lie.
Moving on. We got minutes left to go. I will say that this will be a homebrew piece because we know that this exists in canon. These moments where the power of like love and fellowship and companionship can spur us on. This is Boromir standing up against the orcs and taking 4 arrows to the chest and still fighting on for the hobbits that he swore to protect. Like these are those moments, right? That we know exist in canon.
Calm down, Sarah. Don't shoot Gutstocks with arrows. Come on.
No.
now.
It's
I just touched
Lord, I
her
got
honey.
you
I don't
today.
need this to
I
be a
got you
whole thing.
today.
as you reach out and you kind of pat the area where the honey bottle is, you notice that Gilly's I mean, I know that it's like tucked into her shirt pocket, but even just the area around her is frozen to the touch. It is so cold. It is cold as death, if the meaning can be conveyed here.
Gutstocks
in
will
this-
bring her into a hug then. Share the body warmth.
And as you grasp her and pull her in, Gilly, I will let you make a wisdom saving throw normally because this is combating the other voice, particularly because you two had this moment at the start of this episode of like really seeing each other where you were and like really making that connection. I feel like this is very powerful in this moment. So I'm gonna have you re-roll your wisdom save.
Just a straight roll.
There's no
Just a
pressure.
straight roll.
Yeah,
There's no
I feel like
pressure.
if Gilly wasn't semi-possessed or whatever, she would have been like, "Don't hug me. I don't like hugs." At this moment, she's like, "Okay, yes, please hug me, help me, please, for the love of God." Oh,
You have a D8 from Rhymes of Lore
oh,
that I have given you
oh,
just now with my bonus
Inspiration.
action.
That's
I completely
good, 'cause
forgot about
that's
that.
good because that was a 4. Okay, hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 total.
15 will do.
Hey,
Yep.
let's go.
Gutstocks
Yep.
brings you into this hug. Your body temperature starts to warm and you still hear the sweet voice, but there is also, as you say, Gilly is not one that is normally kind of huggy and touchy-feely. There is this very tangible connection that keeps you in this mortal plane. The door can start to close if you would like it to.
If the door closes with this voice on this side of the door, though, that's problemo, right?
Is that Gilly's biggest concern right now? I mean, and I'm
no,
not
she just had a
saying that as
touching
like
moment.
a judgment. I'm asking like,
Pretty concerning.
is Gilly's
Yeah.
concern that Gilly is losing control over herself, or is Gilly's concern this creature is here?
I think it's a lot of things, Sarah. I think that there's a lot of emotions happening.
But
I
this is
mean,
quick.
This is
So-
quick too. Yeah. Okay. I think like her, yeah, if she had time to like think about it, there's like guilt creeping in that is affecting her choices. But if it's just like, okay, yeah, like snap at it for a second, gotta close it, then yeah. Then I would slam that door, lock it up, put some chains around it, burn it.
And as you do close that door to that's not completely. You are still kind of a connection point between the planes,
Mhm.
But as you close that door, there is suddenly a weight as the presence of the cloak has become physical and is no longer just a spiritual manifestation.
Okay, Ren, now stab him.
And with that, we'll close for
Okay,
tonight.
boss.
So I don't have to get any eye
With
blackout.
Kiana being able to go first at the attack round.
Oh
at
yeah,
next
let's go.
session.
That's what we want.
You know, I am so I will
I
will
have
speak
failed.
to the cast afterward. I'm so happy that this worked out the way that it worked out, because what I was gonna do is completely unhinged. So
Hell yeah, let's
Well, now you have
go.
to tell us what you were gonna do.
Oh, I
I
wish
will
that I
definitely
had
tell you.
time now.
Just the cast.
Amazing.
Yeah, we get the
Let's-
secrets. Y'all have to wait.
let's go around. Thank you, first audience, for watching. Let's go around really quick. I'll get my players to introduce themselves and tell you one or two projects that you can see them on, and we'll wrap up. And I have a couple of channel announcements. Who first? Hero of the night, Anita.
Oh yeah, I was like, not me, not me.
yeah,
Bringing,
Hero of the
bringing
night,
Gilly
no.
back.
Oh wow, hero of the night. Ah, jeez. Hey everybody, Anita here. Find me at Anita the Lesbian on the Twitters and on the TikToks. I've been Guzdox tonight. You can find me on Fuzka's D&D channel, twitch.tv/Fuzka. We are trying to free a dwarf. I don't think it's a good idea. That dwarf got locked up forever for some reason, but we'll free the dwarf and we'll see what happens. And that's me. Yeah, on Wednesday night at 7:00. Catch me there. And that's me. I'll pass it back to you, Sarah.
And I say hero of the night, but actually I think a hero of the larger story is Gilly in this moment, shutting this door to allow the spirit to become corporeal. So Katie, tell us about yourself.
Hi. I make good choices.
Is that why I couldn't hit him?
I don't want to talk about it.
Aha!
Okay, you can find me just diving headfirst into the void, or you can find me on Instagram, on Discord, on the Hell site that I just learned how to use. That's about it, I think. As Critical Spark 20, I'm always down to talk about games and or Buffy. And then also, what am I doing? I'm sorry, I'm very shook from this whole situation that just happened. I'm real shook. I'm shooketh. Yes, that's sorry, the Tolkienian version.
The old
The
English.
ye old shooketh. Yeah.
Thou art shooketh.
What am I doing? We've got our last episode of Stars Without Numbers on Fablemancer's channel, I think next Wednesday. We're gonna be, we thought, going to a different planet, but it looks like we're probably gonna encounter a whole pod of space whales. So that'll be fun.
I love space whales.
So do I, but it sounds like we might have to fight them, and so I'm gonna have a problem with that. But we'll see how it goes.
That's not cool.
I don't know. There's like, they're chasing two guys that are dorks and we don't like them. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Let them eat them.
Yeah. Other than that, I am here doing this and then probably other stuff another time. And you know, if you live in Vancouver, join the Vancouver Tenants Union. It's awesome.
Shout out, solidarity, tennis unions. Jazz.
What up? My name's Jazz, also known as Cinder Scoria on the everywhere. Now on TikTok. You should follow me, CINDERSCORIA. I'm very happy with my TikToks. You should like them and follow me. Let's see. You can find me here at Girls Run These Worlds, just hanging about. You can find me at Queen's Court Games. Couple of projects coming up. One in particular, I'm hoping it'll be announced soon because I really want to talk about it. It's very cool. Lots of really cool things are happening. Oh, also, there are some projects in the works that I can't talk about yet, but you should follow me on Twitter or Discord or whatever. I don't know. You can't follow on Discord, can you? Friend me. Yeah. And follow me on TikTok because I got a lot of stuff. I might be filming a TikTok in this getup soon. As soon as I figure out what to do. Just because I like it. What else?
You promised to sing our song.
I did promise to sing our song. I have it. I have some ideas of what I want to do. I haven't gotten to it yet though.
I want to sing the harmonies.
Do
I
you?
wanna sing the
Yeah, do it.
harmonies.
Do it.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
And then I think we're also currently filming season 3 of the Arcane Core on Other Side of Studios. You should check that out. Seasons 1 and 2 are on YouTube. Go check it out. We also have some cool merch over on Other Side of Studios. You should just check it out because it's really heckin' cool. Yeah. I'm not really doing anything else. Lots of stuff in the future. Not so much right now. Just this right now. Amazingly. I'm usually very busy.
And I'm so glad that you did make time to do this with us. JJ.
I love you.
Hello everyone. I am JJ. You can find me over on Twitter at JJ_Cray, or you can find me here on Twitch at BanReaper97. Let's see. This week you can catch me this Saturday at 1:30 p.m. over on DMDM Studios, where we were playing Legacy, our TTRPG in space, which is fun and amazing, and I get to play like a jellyfish style alien, and it's amazing, and I love her. And then let's see, this upcoming Tuesday, you can find me over at Tales from the Table Studios, where we will be doing our Crime Solvers Anonymous, where we play kids who are adults who were once child detectives, and now we're on a brand new mystery. So that's a lot of fun. And let's see. Oh, and then this Sunday is going to be the return of the Taste Tavern, which is my TTRPG cooking show where I cook recipes from TTRPG cookbooks. And this Sunday will be a Call of Cthulhu themed little show or whatever. So yeah, that'll be fun. Thank you to my lovely cast. It's been a great night. Much love, y'all.
Yes.
Hi everybody. My name is Sarah.
I'm sorry.
Mistress. I'm sorry, Jazz. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to totally interrupt you.
Bro, I interrupted you. That was me. That was on me.
Let's all interrupt each other.
Please
1,
go.
2, 3, go.
Rabble.
Space Orcas. Hi everybody. My name is Sarah. I am your lore mistress here at Girls Run These Worlds. I'm here. You guys can catch us. We only have 2 more episodes of this story. We have a lot to wrap up. But I'm not scripting. I promised y'all. I hope that you noticed I did not heavily script tonight. This was all the wonderful and marvelous creation of my players. So thank you to them. You can find me here Mondays. You can also find me here on Thursdays, where I have brought back Community Cleric, which is a weekly talk show, a weekly interview that highlights people in TTRPG. My guest this week is Ava. And then I have Angela and Mo and Jen and Rosie, who we're about to go raid, coming up in upcoming weeks. You can find out more at Girls Run These Worlds on all of our socials. And then you can also find me Saturdays playing in Jen, our producer's Eberron game. After 15, 16 months of not being on the channel at all, in the month of July, I find myself on the channel 3 times a week. I love telling stories. I will be glad when July is over. Please invite me to come play in your games, actually, because I would like to come do that. We are going to go raid. Oh, I should say thank you very especially to Free League Publishing for sponsoring our stream. We are so appreciative that you help us tell amazing stories. So thank you. If everybody could click that bit.ly link and go check out the One Ring 5e edition if you're enjoying how we're playing it. The other thing, oh my gosh, how is my thing missing? What else could you come back and see? Our zines are on sale for just until Thursday. So please go and support more content, more marginalized creators, queer creators. We have 3 zines on sale, and there is the link for where you should get them. And if you can't afford them and you'd still like them, reach out to me, because I will buy you a community copy. Tomorrow, you should come back around the same time slot, because Mitchdom is a cute little hamster adventure where everybody's hamsters, and the overlay is super adorable. It's the opposite of what I've done to my players in this game. And so you should come back and watch that. But for right now, we are going to go raid over to Nat One Fun and to our sisters in Tolkien Arms for their Lord of the Rings One Ring special series. So thanks, everybody. Be sure to let them know that you are appreciating all of the content We thank you all so much. We will see you next week. Good night.